Hey y'all, and welcome back to Shawna Rae Cooking and Cleaning for Busy Moms. Today I'm going to be sharing a sugar-free cupcake recipe with you guys. If you follow me on Instagram, then you know it was my 2-year-old son Charlie's birthday a couple weeks ago, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys 2 of my favorite cupcake recipes that I made for his parties. So today's video is going to be all about the strawberry banana cupcakes I made, and then in a future video I will be sharing a chocolate cupcake recipe that I made. So make sure you're subscribed and you have your bell notification turned on, because trust me, you're not going to want to miss that recipe. Those chocolate cupcakes were bomb.com. These strawberry banana ones are awesome as well though, and they also work really well as a muffin if you're just wanting to have some sort of healthy sugar-free muffin idea for your kids. The strawberry banana cupcakes are the ones I sent to my son's school for his school party, and all of the kids at school totally gobbled them up and loved them. So let's go ahead and get started from the strawberry banana cupcakes with strawberry frosting. And since becoming a mom, it literally is like I found my purpose. So for the cake, you of course are going to need some flour. You're going to need baking soda and baking powder, about 2 ripe bananas, some freeze-dried strawberries. I'm not exactly sure how many of these packages I'll need, but I got a bunch of them just in case. You're also going to need, of course, some vanilla extract, an egg, and some milk. And this is for the cake. I will share the ingredients for the frosting here in just a bit. The first thing I'm going to do is preheat my oven to 350 degrees. And then I also went ahead and prepared a muffin pan. I love to use these silicone muffin things. They make it a whole lot easier. So that is my muffin pan prepped. If you want to use the paper kind, you're more than welcome to do those as well. So first thing I'm going to do is mix together my dry ingredients. So first I'm going to take a cup in 1 1/4 cup of flour and put that into a medium-sized bowl. And then I'm also going to take 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. I only have 1/4 of a teaspoon, so I'm doing 2 of these, for 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And those are my dry ingredients. I'm just going to quickly mix those together and then set those aside. Next, I'm going to take the freeze-dried strawberries and I'm going to add those to a Ziploc bag. I'm going to start with 2 packs and see how many that gives me. I am trying to get to 1/4 cup of freeze-dried strawberries that are all smashed together. So I'm going to start off with 2 of those packages, put them in a Ziploc bag, and then I'm going to take a rolling pin and smash them. And let me tell you guys, these smell amazing. Okay, let's see if we got to 1/4 of a cup. Okay, so for me it looks like 2 of these packages, which were about 26 ounces each, was the perfect amount for 1/4 of a cup. I'm just gonna pour this back into here until we're ready for it and set that aside. Okay, now I'm gonna take my 2 bananas and I'm gonna put them in my KitchenAid mixer so that I can mash them. Now you totally can do this with just a fork in a bowl if you don't wanna use a KitchenAid, or if you don't have an electric mixer, that's totally fine. I hate trying to mash bananas by hand. I feel like they never come out completely mashed, and I just don't like to. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in a bowl. And then I'm gonna go ahead and turn that on and let these mash. Okay, and you wanna get these really, really mashed up, okay? So you don't want a whole lot of chunks in there. It's hard to see because of the lighting in my kitchen. Let's see if I move. I don't know if you guys can tell about the consistency, but that's about what you want. Now we're gonna add the rest of the wet ingredients to the bananas. So I'm gonna do 1/4 of a cup of milk. I'm just using whole milk. I'm gonna do 1 egg. And then 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I'm gonna put a little extra in there for flavor. And then you're gonna go ahead and add your powdered strawberries. Okay, and then you're gonna mix this up. Okay, so once that's all combined thoroughly, we are gonna slowly add our dry ingredients. I'm sorry if you can hear my family in the background, but we're slowly gonna add our dry ingredients to our wet. And that's what it looks like once it is all blended. Okay, so now that it is all mixed, I'm just gonna take it and pour it about, each of these about halfway full with the mixture. All right, so now they are all full. The amount of mixture that I made about 12 of these, and I'm gonna pop these in the oven. And I don't know for sure how long they're gonna cook yet. I will let you guys know when I'm done. The recipe is for cake, and it says to cook them 20 to 25 minutes. Since these are cupcakes instead though, I'm gonna start with 10 minutes and see what happens. Okay, so now that these are done, I'm gonna let them cool in the pan for a couple of minutes, and then I'm gonna move them to a cooling rack to let them finish cooling off. Let's talk about the frosting. So for the frosting, we're basically just gonna be making whipped cream with some flavor in it for the kids. So I'm gonna use heavy whipping cream, and then I'm gonna put in a little bit of vanilla, and then one package of these freeze-dried strawberries as well. And I've already smashed these actually inside the package. I found out you can do that really easily. You don't need to transfer them to a Ziploc bag and waste a Ziploc baggie. So those are the ingredients. I did go ahead and put my bowl in the refrigerator overnight, so it is very cold. It just helps make the whipped cream a little like sturdier. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you how I whip up a batch of whipped cream to frost these cupcakes with. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with a cup of whipped cream. We're gonna see how far this gets us. Now we're gonna take our vanilla extract, and I am not gonna measure this, I'm just gonna eyeball it. I've made this quite a few times before, so I know about how much I like, but I would say if you're just starting out, use like half a teaspoon or so and then taste it and see how you feel. Mine, I probably put about a teaspoon or so in there. And then we're gonna take our, and then we're gonna go ahead and whip this up until it forms stiff peaks. So you just wanna put your mixer on, I started on low and then I gradually increase it. And just leave it and let it whip until it's stiff. Okay. So now that we have some pretty stiff peaks on our whipping cream, it's a pretty good thick consistency. We're gonna go ahead and stop it. I'm gonna clean this off real quick. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take the strawberries. And I am going to just pour a little bit of this in there, mix it up, and then see what we have. You can also do this with blueberries, but you can do just fresh blueberries. I did that last year for Charlie's whipped cream, and that turned out amazing. If you wanna know how to do that, check out my recipe for that video. It is linked in the description box down below. So that obviously was not enough. We're just gonna go ahead and put the whole pack in there. You know what? I think it needs a little bit more vanilla. So I'm actually gonna pour a little bit more vanilla in here and then whip it back up a little bit. Okay, that's good. Okay, so of course this whipped cream is not gonna be nearly as sweet as like store-bought whipped cream that has sugar added in it, but it tastes pretty good. If you wanna make it sweeter, you can totally add a little bit of like raw like maple syrup that doesn't have anything added into it, or a little bit of honey. Either one of those. I've done the maple syrup before and that's turned out really well. So if you need it a little bit sweeter, you could definitely add some maple syrup. Now I did buy one of these just cheap piping bags from my grocery store. It was $2, and I'm gonna actually put the whipped cream in one of these. Okay, so now we have it all in our piping bag. I'm gonna let this sit in the fridge for about 20 minutes before I actually frost the cupcakes, just to let it solidify a little bit more. Okay, so our whipped cream has been in the fridge for a little while, and now I'm gonna go ahead and frost these cupcakes. I'm not gonna put a whole lot of frosting on them because they are just for 2-year-olds, but you can put however much you want. Okay guys, so these are done now. I did add a little bit of strawberry and banana on top of each of the cupcakes, and I think they turned out looking so good. I bet Charlie and his friends are gonna love these. If you were looking for a good sugar-free alternative, these are amazing for your kids. Definitely try them out, and if you do, tag me on Instagram over at ShawnaRaeVideos. Oh, they look so good.